Oh, come on, Jeff, don't be so antisocial, it's a party, Lou shouts to his brother, who only frowns in response. Stop standing in the corner like a loner and maybe ask a girl to dance? Before Jeff can answer him, however, Lou is tackled by his girlfriend, Natalie, from the year below, and pulled off to dance. Try and have fun, Lou yells as he's dragged off, loud as to still be heard over the music. Jeff sighs and leans against the wall, putting his hands into the pockets of the hoodie he's wearing. He hates large groups of people. He hates dumb pop dance music. He hates the stupid kids from his school. He hates school discos. The only reason he agreed to come is because Lou really wanted him to find a girlfriend. But that's dumb. It isn't like a requirement for every 16-year-old to have a girlfriend. Whatever the case, Jeff was stuck in hell. He groans, looking around at the crowd of high school kids for his brother. Unable to find him, his eyes land on the open fire exit. Maybe he could just wait outside. Surely Lou's too busy with Natalie to notice him leave. It's Jeff, right? Someone says, pulling Jeff from his thoughts. He looks to his side to see that someone else has come over into the quietest part of the hall and is looking at him expectantly. Yeah, Jeff says, unsure why the kid's talking to him. He's seen him around school before, but doesn't know his name. Probably in the year below. He's a bit shorter than Jeff, has blonde hair, blue eyes, and is wearing a long-sleeved green shirt with tan skinny jeans. I'm Ben, the boy smiles. Jeff nods slightly at this, but doesn't say anything. So I'm guessing you're not really into this whole school party thing then, Ben says, looking around at everyone dancing. Jeff laughs. I guess talking to Ben was better than doing nothing. Meanwhile, Lou and Natalie are hanging out with their friends and dancing. I don't see why Jeff can't just join in, Natalie says to Lou. Lou sighs. It's just not his thing, he says, now looking back to where he left Jeff. Wait, who's that he's talking to? Natalie looks to where Lou's looking, then suddenly starts laughing. Well, that explains a lot. What? Lou asks, confused. That's Benjamin, the gay kid. Lou watches the two boys talking, a concerned look on his face. Maybe we should go over there, he asks, looking back to his girlfriend. You don't need to worry about Jeff, he's perfectly capable of looking after himself. And if I remember correctly, he's the one who ends up protecting you most of the time. Natalie laughs, jabbing Lou in the side. Besides, she looks back over to Jeff and Ben, who are smiling and laughing as they talk to one another. Looks like they're really hitting it off, she giggles. Lou says nothing, not really having any idea what to think of that, and decides to just forget about it. Jeff is unaware of the two watching him. Instead, his attention is on the blonde, who he's actually kind of enjoying talking to, which is a surprise. It's really loud in here, and this music is awful. Want a ditch? Ben asks, motioning to the open fire exit of the hall. Sure, Jeff agrees. Ben smiles, grabbing Jeff's hand and leading him through the crowd, out into the car park behind the school. No one is really around, since most people tend to stay in the hall or the corridors, and other than the muffled sound of the dance, it's quiet. The blonde lets go of Jeff's hand, grinning as he turns to him. Jeff smiles and looks towards the school gates. So, hit the corner shop and then maybe the park? Jeff asks, pulling his hood over his head. He assumes that's the plan, since that's what he usually does with his friends. Won't your brother be mad if we just ditch him? Oh, Jeff thinks for a second. He forgot about Lou. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't just fuck off. But there isn't really anything else to do out here. Jeff turns back to the other boy and is suddenly cut off mid-sentence when, out of completely nowhere, Ben throws his arms around his neck and pushes him against the wall, kissing him. Then, just as suddenly, Ben pulls away. He smirks at Jeff, who is in complete shock. A few seconds pass, Ben's arms still around Jeff's neck. Their faces only inches apart. The reality of what was happening settles, and Jeff blushes, looking away and laughing nervously. He's not really sure how to approach this situation. Ben giggles at the expression on Jeff's face, which only causes the boy to blush more. What feels like hours pass, the two boys just staring into each other's eyes in silence, before Ben leans in and kisses Jeff again. Jeff returns it this time. He's not sure what to make of this. Is he gay now? He's never given that much thought anyway, but surely that doesn't matter right at this moment. All he knows is there's something about this boy. He's never so much as spoken to him before tonight, but for some reason he really likes him. Besides, this seems like a pretty normal teenage thing to do. Kissing behind the school at a dance. He's pretty sure he's seen that in movies. Back inside, Lou has noticed that Jeff is gone. Ugh, Lou, please, I don't want to leave so early. I'm having fun. Natalie whines, following Lou through the crowd. It's fine. I'm just going to go and make sure that Jeff hasn't run off home and ditched me. Go back to your friends. I won't be long. He's probably just in the hallway or outside or something. Natalie nods, kissing Lou on the cheek before walking away. Lou makes it to the door out of the main hall and walks into the corridor. There isn't many people there, just some year 7s and a few teachers. Lou sighs, walking back into the hall. He decides to check outside. Lou walks out into the car park. What he finds he wasn't expecting. He freezes, jaw hanging open as he stares at his brother, who hasn't noticed that he's there. He's locked in a make-out session with who looks to be the boy from earlier, arms wrapped around the boy's waist as they lock lips. What? Huh? Lou stammers, alerting the two boys to the fact that they're not alone anymore. They both turn to him with shock, though not letting go or moving away from each other. Jeff has an expression of pure embarrassment and is crimson red. The blonde, however, is just smiling. After a long moment of silence, Ben decides to say something. Well, this isn't totally awkward as all hell, he laughs. No one replies. Jeff only pushes away from him and walks towards his brother. Ben frowns, but watches in silence. I'm going home, Jeff mutters to his brother before passing him, heading across the car park to the gates and disappearing down the road. Lou stares at Ben with a blank expression. Well, this was an eventful night.